I hate you.
I had a little work hiccup happened. I had to take care of something.
I hate you. I just hate
Well, I
you.
can't help that. I can't help that that happens.
I hate you, and I hate your
I
that
I can't help
you
that I
can't
am.
message me and let me know. Just
Well,
leave
no, honestly,
leave me
because
hanging.
he called like literally 12 seconds before you, like, he called and then you called.
I
And
understand.
I was
I
getting my ass chewed out. Now, you think texting you was the first thing? Like, oh, here, eat my ass. Well, let me text
no,
Ben.
no, not the first thing, but within 5-10 minutes. Not
Oh, God. Even, I just had bitten to a donut and he
Listen,
called, like,
I'm so
bad timing all
I'm
around.
so glad your ass got chewed in a non-sexual way.
In a non sexual way.
In a
Didn't even get off on it.
no in a not change the baby position.
Right.
Good,
Fucking ridiculous.
good. Maybe you learned your
Yeah.
lesson, whatever the
I didn't.
lesson was.
There's no lessons to. No,
Yeah.
I don't learn.
Oh, were they yelling at you about your TikToks?
No, they don't. They think I'm upset. Speak. Well, here, we'll start off with this today.
Well,
So,
no, let's start
I,
off with this for sure. Stop sending me those TikToks you're sending me.
I'm thoroughly confused as first of all what those TikToks are
All
because
right.
I've never seen them till today.
No, listened. I'm not buying that. All I know is you sent me two in a row. Thankfully, one was already pulled down by the time I clicked on it. But I'm like, listen, if everyone's curious, all of a sudden he's sending me TikToks of like this. Well, the one I did see was this girl leaning on a bed or something, and it's just like the top half of her, and she's rocking back and forth, and it sounds like someone's mixing macaroni and cheese in the room
Yeah,
with her. And
and it appears like she's getting it from behind.
right, but she's like totally no selling it, like and
Totally no
and
selling
I'm
it.
not sure the sounds are matching the movements.
No. Oh, listen, I
And
studied it for,
she's
for a solid 20 minutes. The sounds were not matching the movements, the facial expressions weren't matching the movements, and it literally sounded like someone was stirring mac and cheese.
and she's like
And
she's like on her phone, she's on her little game
right,
system, she's like
right.
writing in her journal, she's fucking doing her whatever. Everything like totally no selling this is going on while she's rocking forward and back. And all you see is like her from like I don't know what like the
Like the torso up.
yeah like the ribs up or
Right,
like armpits up. Uh
right.
yeah, and just
But there's multiple of them on live of women do.
I'm
Like, here's
glad
my. You know
I'm
what? Hold
I'm
on.
glad you
I got a
found
rant.
I'm
No, I
glad
got a
you've
rant
gone to
right
the
now.
fifth pit of hell in TikTok.
I have to
Good.
rant on this here. Hold
Okay.
on. Listen. I have to fucking shove fucking British food down my face to get any fucking viewership. I can't get over the 270 hump. I'm fucking eating food. I'm fucking fat now. I gained 60 pounds.
Good.
Yet these fucking women can fake getting it from behind with fucking squishing mac and cheese, and I'm watching her page literally blow up, and I'm like, for what? She's not even doing anything. There's no fucking talent in this. I am
Well,
over here shoving food down my face, doing fucking dances like I'm some sort of fucking jester, like, and I'm a clown,
you
and this
are.
girl's literally playing Nintendo Switch, pretending to get it from behind with the fucking what the fuck?
I
Or
had an idea for a TikTok. It's gonna start with like a shot, like a point of view shot of my like legs and feet,
right?
and you hear the same macaroni and cheese sound, and it sort of starts panning down, like you're gonna see what I'm doing, and then I'm literally just stirring a bowl of mac and cheese in my
Straight
lap.
mac and cheese. That's fucking funny. But you know what? It'd get no views. You know why? Because you're not a fucking woman in a bathing suit pretending to get it from behind.
Well, I
You know
could
what?
I could hire someone to come over and do that all day.
Fucking TikTok. Fucking TikTok. I had this conversation with someone today about TikTok and how they clearly choose who they want to be viral and not. So this is something I haven't even told you. So last week I didn't post for 2 weeks at one point. 2 weeks, not one post.
Well,
I
that
gained
hurts
like
your
3,000
when you
followers.
come
No,
back, it hurts
listen.
your numbers.
I gained 3,000 followers without posting.
Yeah, but your algorithm when you come back is going to be down because you haven't been posting.
But it wasn't. My first video had 100,000 views, so I'm like, oh, okay. But I lost 51 followers that week, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I started to see some really big creators, way bigger than me, start posting TikToks on how they're TikTok. What the fuck are you doing? I'm losing hundreds and hundreds of followers at a rapid pace here. What is going on? And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's not just me. It's a lot of the big creators. Now they're losing thousands. I'm losing a fucking.
Well, we had this discussion.
Right, but it happened again today. I lost 31 followers within. I checked my followers.
Who even looks? Like I know,
it's not moving.
I know I have 14.1 thousand followers. I don't know after the 0.1
you know how I noticed?
to the last decimal how many people there are, and I don't remember from day to day. That's for sure. You're a weirdo.
I noticed because it went from 270.8 to 270.7, and I said, well, that's odd. And I went and looked, and it was like 277.26. I'm like, holy shit! Like I lost a lot of fucking followers.
And by a lot, you mean 30.
Right, but then I saw more videos today. Going, it's happening again. TikTok, what the fuck are you doing?
They're just killing dead accounts.
But here's the best part. No. So Mark James, friend of the show here, Mark, his wife Rihanna sends me, I see she followed me. And I'm like, oh, did she unfollow me? She messaged me and said, I haven't seen your videos in months, and I happened to go look at your page, and I wasn't following you anymore. She goes, I never unfollowed you. TikTok unfollowed me.
Well, maybe.
I never unfollowed you.
I've fallen asleep with the phone in my hand, and I'm on and when I wake up, I'm like 8 clicks into something that I would never have clicked. Okay?
No.
Yeah. I'm just telling you.
What do you work for TikTok now? Come on.
She probably was sleepwalking and went on an unfollowing rampage.
Fucking motherfuckers. I tweeted them today, don't worry.
Oh.
So I'll be losing more now because I know I'm going to be on the list now.
You really know how to bite the hand. I'll tell you that.
Right.
You constantly shit where you eat.
Fuck that. But anyway, here's a positive story. So I'm at work today, and it's a store I really never go to often. And I'm talking to this guy. He's older than me. We're having a full, we're not talking about TikTok, but we're talking about work. And, how's it going? I'm like, it's rough, it's very busy, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, we're like 3-4 minutes into this conversation. He's like, well, can't be easy being famous. I was like, what? And he's like, with the TikTok. I'm like, yeah. I go, it has nothing to do with it. Like, it's just, we were literally talking about work. And he's like, yeah, but it's got to be hard with the work and then, TikTok. And I'm like, right. No,
it's hard. I was like, what? Well, he understands. It's hard to work with one hand while the other one's busy beating back the pussy all day long.
There you go. We're recording.
No, something happened. I don't know what it was. At least I'm on top of it. Yeah. We're good. Keep going.
Anyway. Yeah. So we I don't know. The guy thinks I'm famous, but whatever. I actually downplayed it. No, I'm not at all. I downplayed it.
I think you fizzled. I think you peaked. I think you were on a hot streak. You blew it. You you didn't do what needed to be done. And now all your.
I'm reinventing myself this week. You're not reinventing myself
by necessity. That's all.
I made a video today.
You're playing from
what they want to see.
Yeah, but reinventing yourself is when you're playing ahead. You're playing from behind now. You're losing followers.
Yeah, way behind.
So this is more of just being desperate than anything else. This isn't like being Jericho and going, I'm selling a ton of merch, but it's about time to change the gimmick.
Right.
Don't fool.
I'm more like Ralphus.
Reinventing yourself. You really.
I'm more like. What is it, Ralphus?
Yeah,
Ralph,
you are Jericho's personal security. Yeah. I'll tell you. Like I could track if I drew out the timeline. I could show you where all your missteps and where you fumbled.
But listen,
I'm
refocused. Mm-hmm. I've got a plan,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a great video that I'm going to film tonight for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you gonna remember?
I'm not even telling you.
You remember to put the thing at the end of it? You remember to put the thing at the end?
But the video is going to be so good, and it's going to pop you. It probably won't pop you because you're a miserable prick, and you're going to be like, "That was okay, but could have done this, this, and this." I already have it all planned out.
Well, maybe you should run it by me, so my words of wisdom don't fall on late ears. You know what I mean?
I want to surprise you with it.
Well, I understand that, but if you're mad that I always give you the room for improvement advice, you might want it before you post it.
You're like the dad that's just never happy with their son. Like no matter what that son does, that dad is never happy. Well, and one day that dad's gonna die, and the son's gonna be like, "That I'm so glad that miserable prick is gone."
Well, let's be honest. In the case of you and me, now first of all, I'm not old enough to have you as my kid. But if you were my kid, it's not like you're drawing charges out there for me. Okay, you know what I mean? You can't even get your fucking foot up on the squatty potty. So. I mean, what's there to be like? What am I bragging to my friends at work about with you? You know what I mean?
Big TikTok star, that's what.
Yeah. They're gonna ask, "Oh, how's his TikTok going?" I go, "He lost 51 people today," and then
I'm taking you. Well, speaking of the fucking asshole, I have to take him to basketball now. In the middle of a podcast, this should be good. We can roast him for 15 minutes with his friend in the car.
Oh, Jesus!
His lady friend, no less.
Which one are we getting? Even better. Ask him which one are we getting? Nikki Slam Buckets or Nikki No Buckets tonight?
Well, it's practice only, so.
Oh, well, why you even tell him to fucking ride his bike if it's practice.
It's pouring out.
Builds character. Builds character.
There's a girl here, so there's a girl. This is going to be even better because he's going to get roasted in front of a girl. This is about to happen live on the air, and when all his friends listen to this podcast, this is going to be great.
Oh shit! What's his school called?
Yeah. I can't give the name out. My fans may show up at the school.
I was gonna say, I just want to like.
Do you want to know the best part about this is?
What?
He's sitting in the back with her.
Oh, so you're like the fucking driving Miss Daisy, motherfucker, huh?
Right. Well, who does that? What a fucking fag.
Well, I mean, it's.
You're really sitting in the back? You're sitting in the back with her. This is good. This is funny. Like I'm a fucking Uber driver.
I'm about to say like a ton of inappropriate shit, so I'm gonna like cap it there.
Well, you know who sits in the back with the girl is the guy that sits on the same side of the table with her too.
Oh God, yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible. The sitting when you're on a date with someone, you sit on the same side and leave the other side empty. That's fucking
right.
That's
terrible. Sit on the same side.
In the 80s,
share meals too.
In the 80s, we would call that gay.
I mean, right. I'm not going to say it's inappropriate. I don't want to be Brian
Kendrick today. So. Yeah, that's true. Listen, all I'll say about that. Listen, there was a perfect argument on that. This guy got in trouble for things he said 10-ish years ago.
Right.
But they're wackadoo things. It's like 9/11 conspiracy, Sandy Hook shit, and what was the other one? Oh, and Holocaust denying.
9/11.
Yeah. Well, no, I got the 9/11, but and he's a Holocaust denier, and it's like it's like he never got burned for it when he said it, but 10 years later it pops up and he lost a gig because of it, and I saw someone, post an article that like kind of compared it to like why is people saying stuff getting in bigger trouble than people that did stuff, and then they showed like Matt Hardy domestic abuse thing, but he got arrested and he went. And he had to pay whatever penalties, whether it was like
Bill Cosby. What are you talking about? Like seriously?
Well, no, huh?
Like Bill Cosby, like didn't really. Isn't he like out of jail or he's getting out?
Well, but that's not wrestling, and he's not. Let's keep it on focus. They gave an instance of Booker T, who like robbed a Wendy's, and I'm like thinking, yeah, but he got arrested and fucking did a stretch in the fucking prison for it. It's like
Hassan too, yeah.
So he paid his dues. He paid the penalty and got the second chance. Now that this guy skated for 10 years without getting in trouble for what he said, and now he's getting in trouble now, it's like, everything has a consequence. You're free to say whatever you want. I had an argument with that with someone because it's like, look, it's like you're going to use this as an example. The guy paid his dues. Kendrick never paid for his quote unquote crime, whatever.
Okay, but here's my problem: is that what he said was absolutely ridiculous. I understand that, but that's not my issue. Is he wrestled for 10 years like that? Why is it a problem now?
Well, again, we can it. Me calling
In a
someone
bigger spotlight.
No. Me calling someone a Looney Tune for spouting conspiracy theories is about to spout a conspiracy theory. I think the WWE knew about it and fucking leaked it out once they knew he was going to show up on the other brand.
Right, because it just wouldn't make sense otherwise. For 10 years, he wrestled on a more watched, higher visible program,
right?
And nobody gave a shit until today, or yesterday,
right?
It doesn't even make sense to me.
Right. So they fed it to someone. Unless someone else shows up and raises their hand and says, I'm the one that dug this up and fed it to the news, I'm going to point to the WWE, which is crazy because I'm kind of using a conspiracy theory to make fun of someone that was spouting conspiracy theories. Yeah.
But when I think about it, like, to me, there's no other option. It has to be that because, like, why would they listen to some fan who has had this info for 10 years and not said a word?
Well, they don't listen to the fan. The fan just points them to the video. The video is him saying it. That's all. Yeah. The proof is the proof. And it's, again, everyone has the right to say whatever they want, but then they have to deal with the consequences for it. And those consequences may not be today. They may be 10 years from now. It is what it is. And this, it's like, and people have the right to not want to do business with you after that. You had the right to say it. You had the right to say it, but I have the right to not want to be associated with you. So whatever. It's silly. It is silly because it was 10 years ago. But again, if he wasn't caught and he skated for 10 years with it, we get it that it was 10 years have passed, right? He could be different now. He could think differently, but does he? He never corrected himself until he lost the job and then went on Twitter and said it was inexcusable and blah, 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 and I deserved it and blah, blah, blah. I said the wrong thing. But that was after the fact. That's after he paid, he got busted. Right. It wasn't like 3 years ago. He came around to a different way of thinking and said, I said some stuff back in the day and I really regret it. He didn't volunteer that, but he did volunteer the shitty stuff he said. So, you got to weigh all that, I guess.
The only other weird thing I thought was his explanation of that it was like a
work, like a, like
scripted, like, to me, he sounded like more of an ass, like a jackass saying that to me.
Yeah. Well,
I thought that
it's, it's funny. And you probably see this a lot with your job, is that people are only going to admit as far as you can prove. It's like, I never stole. Right, well, we have you on camera here. Well, that's the only time I ever stole. Oh, well, we have you 3 other times. Well, those are the 3 old times I've ever stolen. You know what I mean? It's like they're only going to admit to what you can prove. So, I know that from. Hello, you there, or are you driving through the mountains?
I'm here. You can't hear me?
No, you're all like tin can bullshit.
You're in my pocket.
Oh,
there we go.
I don't want to be in your pocket. Nothing good happens in your pocket.
Nothing ever has happened good in my pocket. No. I had to take a little detour here through to get to him to the school here because there's an accident or something. Anyway, yeah, the whole Brian Kendrick. I think you said it last night. I really could care that he wrestled or not. Like, it really means nothing.
Well, at the end of the day, it's like he doesn't move the needle at all to where it would be worth fighting to keep him on the show. It's like, something bad about you? See you later. Because having you there or not, it's not moving the needle at all.
Right. And honestly, the match that we got, that kid Yuta, I wrestled him before.
Wheeler Yuta?
Yeah.
I
wrestled him
Is
before.
He from that area?
He's from the Carolinas. He's a TK and Josh guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, from that area.
Yeah. TK and Josh were close with him. And,
well, where else have you wrestled lately? It's like you didn't wrestle out in California.
No, I wrestled him in Torino, actually.
Right, but that's in that area.
Champion.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I thought the kid did good. I thought the match was fine. I thought it actually was probably a good spot for him. He got to like show himself off,
Yeah. He was.
A little bit.
The beauty was they weren't the main event anyways. So
right, they were opening opening match, right?
So it was no big deal.
And I still don't get this Dawson Hound guy, whatever his name is, Housenhound.
Danhausen.
I don't get him. I'm so confused.
That's Cadet's ex-boyfriend.
Is it really?
Yeah, the dude. He used to. His name was Donovan too. That's what he used to rib Drew all the time about it. The other Donovan.
That's him?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! I had no idea.
That's him. You're
totally blowing my mind.
Yeah, he's like from Michigan or somewhere, and he used to come down and wrestle
before Blake did,
and kind of stick it to what's her face. They were dating for a while. I think she was after. I mean, we may not want to say too much more about that, but yeah. So yeah, he used to wrestle down here. Yeah.
I know who he is now. Holy shit! I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah. Well, because 2 and 2 don't equal 4 with that guy.
I mean, he looked like a million bucks. That video I sent you guys when he was doing like a different. Now he looks like shit.
Yeah, he
went from like working out to not working out. And he became famous.
He's on the AJ plan. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I said. I said it's crazy because he became famous faster than Blake did before Blake did.
Oh, I heard Blake's name, and in that conversation, I got a little nervous and tried to steer away from it.
Well, I mean, Eskimo brothers.
Easy. Easy.
Just saying.
Wow, I'm glad you said that and not me. I'm glad you.
I understand why that's an issue. Why I can't say that?
Well, I mean, it's like I don't know if we're allowed
Who are we protecting here?
Yeah, I don't know.
At this point.
Speaking of Blake Chadwick, by the way, did you like that I came after him today on the chat?
I like it every time you do.
He goes to Gangrel's wedding yesterday on the beach. People we know there, et cetera, et cetera. He's there for the whole wedding and yada yada. Not one out of the whole time yesterday. There's one update that Rusev is there. That's it. We don't hear
the only update we got. Right.
Nothing else. So I messaged him on the just for but for the benefit of the podcast, I messaged him. I'm like, Blake, did you actually go to the wedding? He's like, yeah. And then he made some comment about the wedding. And I said, see, that's what pisses me off. That comment implies there's a lot of things to talk about that wedding. And we've heard none of it. So, yeah. And then
all we heard was Rusev was there.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden he responded with like 18 messages that were all like bullet points of shit that happened. So, yeah.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and say what I said. I said, well, that's weird because all these pictures, there's not one picture of Blake's not in one picture in the entire like.
He was.
Everybody. I saw 5-6 different people that I know went to this wedding.
Yeah. Me
and
too.
Not one picture is Blake in the picture.
Right. It was like he was.
Which I'm going to say the comment. I mean, I think this is funny. But I said, what was Speedy the photographer?
Oh.
And Speedy, I know you listen. So here's the rim here. So Blake seems to think that anytime Speedy was a photographer, there was no pictures of Blake. So I said, what was Speedy the photographer?
Right.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, no, like what was it, like 3-4 years ago? There was like a stretch of like maybe 6 or 8 months where every time Speedy was shooting a show, there'd be like 100, 120 pictures from the show and not one of Blake. And Blake was like...
Not one.
Blake was starting to get a little irked with it because he probably wanted an updated picture or two here and there.
Right, so I made the joke. Oh, what was Speedy the photographer?
Yeah,
I don't think
no,
I thought it was funny.
No, I fell off the toilet when I read it.
Right, and I will tell you, anytime I was on the show, Speedy always got pictures of me. So it must have just been Blake. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Great photographer. So I mean. And this isn't me kissing his ass because he's beating me in the weight loss contest.
Well, I think the only time was except for the time that we were at one of George's shows, and we tried to get him to take pictures of you and Marco in the Breakfast Club shirts on George's dime. And those pictures never surfaced.
Never. Right. They're still floating out there somewhere.
Which,
you got them, Speedy. We'd like to see them.
Which, fair enough. I mean, we didn't actually offer to pay you for them.
Right. At this point, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever. I understand that. Fuck.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. Fucking Blake. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I flipped through I was like flipping through because like most of the pictures I saw were taken by Dwayne Long, and
right, yeah, who's another. I don't know if I've ever told this, but when I got married, before my divorce, my marriage, my only marriage.
Well, naturally, that's the order that happens in. The marriage is before the divorce.
Well, I just wanted to make sure it was my only marriage. But Dwayne was my photographer at my wedding.
Right.
That was he did me a solid. I paid him, of course.
Yeah.
But Dwayne was my photographer.
I just like there was one group of pictures, like 68 pictures of this bunch that went on Facebook, and I'm like scrolling because like 20 of them are basically the same goddamn shot over and over and over again. I was like, oh, come on, let's get to a different angle or something here.
It looked like a very beautiful wedding. I mean, very nice wedding.
As long as it's not raining, you're on the beach in Fort Lauderdale or Hollywood. How can you fuck that up?
Right.
You know.
And then I saw Rusev was at the school.
Yeah. Was he?
So.
Yeah. I think he was at CCW too.
Yeah.
I guess Gangrel School is with CCW now.
No, it's the same now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense.
One of the same.
Yeah.
So.
It's good to have it's good to have a school. You probably had all the students putting chairs out and breaking it down after the wedding. Probably.
I mean. What would a worker do?
Right? Why wouldn't you? They're like who are all these kids that are at this wedding? He's like, don't worry about it.
Why are they all in basketball shorts and they're probably not even invited to the wedding? They had to leave after.
They're just in Gangrel wrestling school shirts.
yeah, putting everything down. They gotta leave after.
That'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant if they were also like if he had his kids do everything. They were like walking around with trays of champagne and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, that would have been great. Oh my God, you have the kids literally doing it all. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a.
That would be good.
I mean, shit. If I had a school, that's what I would do. I'd have $100 wedding by the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would too. Because the divorce is going to cost a lot. So.
Oh, what?
I just meant in general, not him.
Oh yeah,
general.
Yeah. I was going to say I don't even know the young lady.
I mean in general, not him.
Yeah.
So I got a couple food updates here.
Boy, here we go. All right, strap it on. Here we go.
Updates.
Here we go. Loosen the belt. So, here comes AJ talking about food.
Yeah. Oh, the belt that's broken. Well, let me tell you, I rigged that belt up and wore it like it's nobody's business the last 2 days, praying that it didn't snap and just come down on my pants fall. Because the one pair of pants I have, it does actually hold them up.
Can I ask you a question?
Not so much.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Are the kids still in the car?
Oh, no. I let them out.
I was going to say, this is the good, embarrassing stuff that you should have been saying in front of his girlfriend.
He was embarrassed alone because when I got in the car, I heard him talking shit. Like he was trying to save face, like to her, like this is part of the gimmick, not like I was really shitting on him. It's just part of the gimmick. I'm like, no, I'm really shitting on you. Yeah. But when I got in the car, he got quiet. Yeah. So anyway, I will say that when I said you sit in the booth together, she fucking snickered. And then I said they probably share food, and then she snickered again. So I got things to teach. I've not taught him well. I failed as a dad here, so
well, good thing is you got another kid.
Yeah, she's the asshole.
Right.
She's definitely taking after me. Yeah.
One out of
food. What did you say?
I was gonna say batting 50% 6% is good. So
Yeah, it's not bad.
it's
Right.
good in baseball.
Right. So, food update. So, I got these donuts the other day, last we spoke. I've eaten one and a half of them because Lex ate half of one, and one I gave away to somebody. So, I ate one and a half. These donuts were out of this world. Like, forget the topping, the actual donut part was so soft and tasty. Like, this guy makes a solid donut. Solid donut. So, I like, how can I diet? I have to eat things like that.
I don't know, man.
It's not possible.
All I know is you called me going, I'm already off my diet. One day in, I was like...
I know. I told everybody last time we spoke I was going to start the next day.
I was like...
I ate half a pizza and a donut and a half.
I'm still shocked.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't
help it.
I believed you this time.
Yeah. But it's become to the point, like, I got to do something. I keep telling myself I'm going to work out, but it's so cold here. I don't want to go in the garage and work out. Like, it's too cold. But, I mean, everything hurts. My knees hurt. My feet hurt. My groin hurts. My hips hurt. Like, I'm fucked up.
Well, at this point, you don't need to go to the gym to work out. You just need to, like, get on your floor and roll around or something, or do some push-ups, some sit-ups, do some squats in front of the TV. Do them in front of the fridge.
The only reason I'm even anywhere competitive in this contest with Stevie is because I literally had diarrhea for 2 days straight. I couldn't keep anything down, and I lost weight because I literally could not stop. Like, thank God for a stomach bug or whatever. It was the milk, but
it wasn't a stomach bug. You ate expired milk.
Right. And I was thinking about this. You asked me what the date was, and I said it was within 7 days. It was literally 7-day-old milk.
Oh.
But it wasn't chunky. Like, it didn't give me a clue that it was bad. Like, like it didn't chunk out or something. Then I would have been like, oh shit, it's bad.
Yeah. Well, when you have to chew your milk, it's probably not good for you.
Yeah. So whatever. Anyway.
Well, I might have planted a seed on Speedy because we both like this band Ghost, and there's a burger joint in Chicago that does a Ghost burger, and so I sent him the link, and I honestly I just sent it to him knowing that eventually they go to Chicago every now and then. I totally forgotten they were in Chicago now, so I sent him a link while he's in Chicago about a Ghost burger in Chicago. And he just replies back, "What are you doing to me, man?"
Yes.
So yeah.
The world happened to work out perfectly.
It wasn't like on purpose. I wasn't trying to like pick a side here between you and him, but I had totally forgotten that this week they were actually in Chicago. I just knew that they go to Chicago kind of regularly. And that they may still have the burger by the time he gets there, but it just so happened it was that day. So it was perfect timing.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm curious if you had it. I want him to try it to let me know if it's any good. I'm really curious. That's all.
Right, that's all.
Yeah,
that's all. You're in it for the actual food review.
Yeah, this is all for scientific research purposes.
Right.
No competitive. Right. Exactly. No competitive purposes.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm heading to Publix now to get a Publix sub, I believe.
Of course you are. You're like fucking, like you're in the car. You never waste an opportunity to go grab food while you're in the car, do you?
No. Yeah, no. No.
There was like no resistance there. You've just totally given up. You're like, no, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I just like I don't even know what I'm walking a lot of steps at work. I don't know if that counts.
No, not at all. Not when you got a donut in each hand while you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, today I guess I just can't lie. I got to be honest with you. I've already had one Publix sub today, so.
Are you serious?
I'm not gonna lie.
You're double dipping?
I had a Philly cheesesteak from Publix.
Oh.
But then I ordered the Philly cheesesteak only because, and this is how fat I am. I'm in line, and there's a lady in front of me. But there's a guy's making her sandwich, and there's a lady making like online orders, and she's making a Philly cheesesteak. So it's my turn. I step up. I said, was that a Philly cheesesteak? She said, doesn't it smell good? I said, man, that thing, I got to have it. I want it.
Mm.
And she said, what were you going to order? I said, well, the chicken tender sub is on sale this week, but I got to have this. So they make the sub for me, the Philly cheesesteak, which it's really good from there. I put mushrooms, onions, peppers, a little lettuce, tomato after, a little mayonnaise, salt and pepper.
Jesus.
A beautiful sub. Beautiful sub.
Put a whole salad on there. Cuisine.
Right. As she's making it, I look over and she's making the next sub, and it's a chicken tender sub, and it's like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I was like, what is that? She's like, it's chicken tenders. She goes, but I mix it in the buffalo. I put the cheese on top, and then I put it in and melt it.
Oh.
I was like, I got to have one of those today.
So you're going back to visit her specifically?
I'm going to a different Publix, but I'm going to tell them how to make it.
Oh, you're going to be that guy.
I'm that guy today. I'm going to be like, no. Got to be this way or no way. So I'm double dipping on a Publix sub.
I hope you have to deal with Cinnamon, and she's not having it.
I really no, because A, she is the worst sandwich maker in history.
Yeah.
Like, she puts no love into it. She doesn't give a shit. And B, she will not have it. She'll be like, no, you're going to do it. You're making it. It's my way or no way, pal. But Cinnamon is not. I hope Ben's here. Face tattoo Ben.
Yeah.
I hope he's here because he makes the sub like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So, and if it's not him, I got my other new friend here, AEW friend. He is a huge wrestling fan. Huge AEW fan.
What happened to the kid that went to school with your kid?
I think he got fired. He's not here anymore. He's gone.
Fired.
Like, because, he was the kid.
How bad do you have to be to get fired for making subs at Publix? I mean, Cinnamon's still there.
A couple times he sold me, a full sub, half sub price. I'm sure he got caught eventually.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's why he doesn't work there anymore.
They're like, why is the whole basketball team come here every day to eat?
Right, yeah, exactly. So, my AEW friend though, he's pretty good too. He's solid. Plus, he's a wrestling fan, so we talk wrestling, and he's a good guy, very nice guy. So, yeah, but I'm gonna get a sub. Anyway, what are you eating for dinner tonight?
Nothing. I'm done. I had 5 cough drops for a late lunch here at 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's it.
You're fucking lying. You ate something today.
Well, yeah, I ate something earlier. I had God, what are those called? Like a Nutri-Grain bar kind of thing, but not Nutri-Grain. I just don't remember the manufacturer. I had one of those.
You're telling me all you had was a Nutri-Grain bar?
No, I had 2, and I might have had 1 chocolate chip cookie, and I had 1 sprinkles and sugar cookie, and that might have been it. I haven't eaten a lot today. Yeah.
Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'll put it this way: I was full from yesterday. At like 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up starving and cooked half a box of pasta with red sauce. So, so like 2 in the morning, I had like 4 servings because those boxes, it says 8 servings in a box. You gotta be kidding me. So I had half a box left. So I just cooked the whole thing, poured the rest of a jar of marinara on it, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, Bob's your uncle, and I just ate that at like 2:30 in the morning. And then I was like instantly regretting it. I had like stomach pains and farting and all kinds of. I had the carb headache and got sleepy, and I went back to sleep. Yeah, so I was full all day today for that. Sorry, no, I can't. But I didn't eat anything.
I don't even get the carb headaches anymore. I'm so past that.
Yeah.
So past that.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good sign either. That's like one of those where you get used to living with pain, and then you don't realize how much you're living with until it goes away. When you lose 150 pounds.
Yeah, this is bad. This is just bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news. Oh, yeah. I got nothing else. I'm wore out here.
Oh, I know. It's tiring work hitting the gas and brake pedals there.
It is very tiring driving these kids around, and yeah.
I just why wait now here's the question. Why the chick was over your house with him?
Well, it's actually a good story. We'll end it with this. So he had texted me. He was not home yet from school at school.
Uh-huh.
He texted me and said, "What time will you be home?" I said 5, knowing full well I was not going to be home at 5. I pulled in at 3. They don't get out of school till 3:15. They don't get home till like 3:45. So I was literally sitting in my car because I didn't get home at 3. I got home about 3. It was about 3:35, and I was sitting in my car just kind of gathering my shit and checking some emails. And they were walking up because they took the bus. And he like knocked on the window and looked at me, and he's with the girl, and he's like, "You're home?" I'm like, "Yeah, bitch." And she just like, "Hi." I like totally no sold her because I have no idea who she is. And then Lex walked up, and Lex was like shaking her head like she knew he got caught. And
so you caught?
I was like,
he called to ask what time you're coming home, so he could sneak a girl over for a little while.
Right, but he got caught, so then I was there, so he couldn't. Right,
you
blocked. He was like,
you blocked him.
Right, totally blocked him. Right,
yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, you said 5." I was like, "Wow, wouldn't you know? Home early." So
you should always lie to him. Like he should always be on his toes with you.
Right. So he didn't like that.
Well,
yeah. So I surprised him.
Yeah, I was just my question was like, I didn't know she came home with him on the bus. I was like, why? If she's there, how'd she get there? Did she drive? Let her drive him to fucking practice, you know?
No, she did. Neither of them have a car.
Yeah, all right.
Kids with no car. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened.
All right.
But he got busted. He got busted. He was like shocked that I was there. I was like,
Good. So today he was definitely Nicky No Buckets.
Yeah, he definitely was today.
Yeah. All right. Well, send, as a consolation prize, send him one of those TikTok streams.